Welcome to the Kendi and Raybo podcast, episode 26, recorded in Kendi's box room. Take 3, third take of this week's podcast.
Yeah.
Was there been any precedent so far that we've recorded 3 podcasts in 1 week?
No, it's 3 podcasts in 3 days.
A small bit of background story to those of who might be wondering what I'm going on about.
It's a learning curve for me and you, I think, is what we've really
is.
Yeah.
It is now Monday.
Yeah.
On Saturday, with an abundance of material, I bounded in here to the box room to Kendi. And Kendi was sitting there with a big smiley head on him, going, I can't wait to hear about all your news, Raybo.
Yeah.
And I then proceeded to give all the crack, and Kendi reacted so funny.
It was the best podcast we ever recorded.
It was the finest podcast we ever recorded.
Yeah, definitely the best we ever recorded.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what happened to it.
We didn't record it.
We didn't record it. We lost it. It just disappeared on the PC and the laptop.
As we tried to save, my MacBook crashed and we lost every drop of material from the 50 minutes that we had recorded.
So then we thought, see, this is the learning curve.
Yeah.
Then we thought...
I had a mini hissy fit.
You did.
I was kind of...
You threw all your toys out of the bag.
I turned into my old fella for a second.
Did you?
You know when the old fella used to... He just couldn't contain the anger in his body when we do something stupid as kids. I'm going to have to give out some, but I can't articulate it properly now. You just go, well, fuck. That he turned into me old fella for a second, yeah.
You did. You were kind of unresponsive for the moment.
Yeah, without the whole... Obviously, I didn't go full out fella. I didn't lock myself in the basement or anything like that for a week.
Do you have a basement in Castle Park?
Well, not that anyone else knows of. Planning permission don't know about it.
Right. It's a bit like my shed. The back arrows, no planning permission, but it is merely a shed used for only shed things.
So there's no planning permission needed at all.
No. It's a shed and it's only for shed things.
No, it's not housing the Polish family.
No, it's at all. I haven't it on Dundee and Daft and all the rest. But get back to the story.
Yeah.
So we recorded Saturday night, lost it, devastated.
Yeah.
Then Sunday we came back at it.
Yeah.
In fairness, I was hungover.
Yeah.
Because I'd gone out on Saturday night, and I had drank to face myself.
Yeah.
I suppose from the torture and the torment of losing the podcast.
Drown your sorrows.
I was drowning my sorrows.
Yeah. We thought that was the end of it.
Yeah. I came back in Sunday, hungover, and we tried to rehash all the crack.
Yeah. We went back over it, like it all again. And we came up with some new bits. It was funny. It was like the first time we had ever rehearsed an episode.
Yeah.
But it still felt rehearsed, though.
It was very much rehearsed, yeah.
Which is weird.
I found myself talking about the stuff we talked about the day before.
Yeah.
And I found myself kind of going, it wasn't as funny as it was yesterday.
Yeah, because it was the second time you heard it. Yeah.
You were really trying. So...
Well, we came up with some new bits for it,
which was some new bits,
exciting.
Yeah, there was actually one very funny bit.
Was there?
In fact, you know what I'm going to do? We're going to drop in an excerpt from yon podcast from yesterday.
Okay.
And drop it in around about now.
Very important to rehash what happened to you on Friday night, because it was a big moment in Raybo's life.
That's right.
He went out with the big Tommy Tiernan's head in him onto a stage. And he was told to go out there and do 5 minutes of comedy. He did 7.5.
I did, and 2 minutes of it was a waste of time. I've watched the video back now, which, by the way, will be available to nobody. But if you ask nicely, if you send me a wee text, I might send you the private link to the YouTube channel that I've secretly set up to show it.
Or if you want to message the Kendi and Raybo Instagram page, because I'm the one that has control over that.
You do, yeah, but you don't have the video. Oh, feck, you do with the video.
So, if you wanted to do that, maybe I could show you the video too, without Raybo knowing.
It was. In fairness, in the 5 weeks of the comedy course that I was participating in, the lady, Sharon, who was running the course, fair play to her, she did say that I was, too much, besides that, too much context. I was putting in too much context, which is a big problem I have in this show. That's why we have to record like an hour and a half and I have to chop 40 minutes of it out. That's because I'm rambling.
Yeah.
So I have to edit myself a lot of the time. And she said that, and of course I got up and did 7 minutes and 14 seconds.
Yeah.
And that was too long.
No, but I mean...
It should have been just 5 minutes.
So here's the thing. Looking at it through a critical Jap's eye, if I was to look at that with my critical Jap's eye, Ray...
You're very lucky I had a bit of drink in my mouth at that point. I would have gone, will you stop?
I saw your bit. You did your bit for me.
Yeah.
And it was really good.
Yeah.
And also on the night it was really good. When I first watched it, I thought that's really funny.
Yeah.
But then I looked at it with the critical Jap's eye, and I could see that 2 minutes overboard.
Stop calling it that.
Okay. I could see that 2 minutes that you did over.
Yeah.
I was like, why is he saying that?
Yeah.
You're over-explaining that bit.
I was over-explaining
But
stuff.
it was your first ever bit of comedy
But
ever to do.
I
It
can
was
see
phenomenal.
now. I can see now where the comedians,
Yeah.
how they get it right.
Yeah.
They go do a scat for small gigs before they do the big gigs.
Yeah.
And then they get rid of that 2 minutes.
You live and learn.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
That's what happens. It's unbelievable that you did so well on your first ever one.
Only problem is
Unbelievable.
it's Sunday now and I haven't had any bookings since Friday.
Yeah,
So
get it and booked in, no?
No one's rang me.
Jeez, you're not booked for anything.
Yeah, I kind of thought the phone would be hopping Saturday morning. I thought I'd wake up to a few messages.
You'd be doing the late show.
I thought I'd be doing something at the Vodafone Comedy Festival. I thought Kilkenny would ring me.
Yeah.
Cat laughs. No.
The cat laughs.
The cat laughs.
Yeah.
But something very rare happened on the night. The lady who ran the course, Sharon, we'll call her, she was...
Because that's her name.
Yeah.
Let's call her Sharon.
Let's call her Sharon.
Yeah, that's
For
her
the purpose
name.
of this story, we'll call her Sharon. And Sharon was kind of warming us up, telling us where in the running order we get. I was second. Wasn't one bit impressed with that. And she was chatting away on the microphone in the theatre.
In the theatre.
And I was sitting there and all I could hear was the microphone sounding like shite. And I couldn't be dealing with this at all.
Yeah.
I said, I have to sort this out. If I'm going to talk into this mic, it has to sound well.
Yeah.
At least. I don't want to be hamstrung by the bad sounding mic.
So that's Ray's sound engineering coming into...
Unfortunately, yes. Yeah. So
when it has nothing to do with him.
So I said to the lady who we call Sharon, because that's her name.
Because it's her name.
I says to her, so anyway, I could go up and throw an owl drop of a high pass filter on that microphone. And she looked at me like I had 10 heads in me. I don't know what that is, but you could ask Jerry, she said. You could ask Jerry, and he might let you. So, up the stairs I went, and I met Jerry. And Jerry, anyway, was above. Fair play to Jerry. Big shout out to him. He let me at it. And I got to fix it.
Yeah, I'd say, like, with a heavy heart, he let you at it.
Probably. He was probably sitting there going, you big bollocks.
Yeah, will you just go
who do
in?
you think you are?
Yeah.
Think you're funny, do you?
Make it, break it, shake it, high pass. Who do you think you are? Yeah, so you went up and
involved.
fixed the sound before you got involved in the... And did you fix it then?
Oh, did you?
So
it was nice, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that wasn't nearly as bad as what I did on Tuesday.
Yeah. No, but okay. So.
Tuesday was a different kettle of fish altogether.
Right.
Tuesday was a work conference.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Hosted at Farmley Estate in Dublin.
Yeah.
And it was hosted by Minister Daly, Junior Minister for the Health, and Minister English, Junior Minister for the Housing.
That fella's first name is Knightley, isn't it?
Who?
Knightley Daly. Oh no, every his old fellow was every Daly.
No. Well, the other lad, his first name was Matson.
Well, what's his second name?
Matson English. Sorry, no, that's a bad one.
No, I'm so glad we did this again
joke.
because we were coming up with this shit yesterday.
Yeah, true.
That's really good. Oh.
Two ministers anyway, sitting above the top table. And who do you think was sitting beside them? None other than Vincent Brown.
Yup.
Famous from the telly.
Yeah.
And Kendi has a commentary on Vincent Brown.
Well,
would you like to say how Vincent Brown looks?
He always looks like he's doesn't want to be there. And like, here's the thing, and I was trying to say this yesterday, I think he's a really good political commentator.
Yeah.
And he's great at, calling people out.
Yeah.
But he always looks like he's almost going, looking at his watch. He's always like, all right, okay, Ming, come on, quick, come on, quick, put it out.
So anyway, this was a conference for housing older people up in Farmley Estate in Dublin.
Ray works for the housing department.
I work for the Department of Housing, so that was why I was there.
Yeah.
And the two ministers above at the top. And there was presentations. So the first 2 hours, I was delighted, by the way, that Vincent Brown was there.
Yeah.
I was very much delighted because I'd never seen him in the flesh before.
He was adjudicating.
And he was every bit the old man that I thought he was from the telly. He really was.
Just came in sauntered.
He sauntered in, just kind of pootered. I'd say not sauntered, he pootered.
He pootered in.
He pootered in. Yeah. And he kind of
sauntered didn't strong enough word for the way he came into
not
that
for
room.
Vincent Brown, no. But the funny thing was then, early in the morning, there was a set of presenters who was another little bit of celebrity at the place.
Who was there? You didn't tell me this.
I did, yeah.
Did you?
I did. There was a lady called Mary.
I don't be listening to you.
And a fella by the name of Dermot Bannon.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm forgetting this from yesterday at all. I thought this was super funny. That's right. This is great. We're rehashing everything.
It feels like deja vu. But anyway.
It's weird, man, yeah.
So
but as I was saying, Dermot Bannon in charge of housing for the old people, right? Every single house that is built for an elderly person in Ireland is going to have a courtyard in the middle of it with Dermot Bannon in charge. Because if you watch Room to Improve,
Is that what he puts into everything?
Every single house. He's not happy unless there's a courtyard in the middle.
And a water feature.
He wants, and a water feature. He wants 4 glass walls, right? And he wants every room to be looking out into a courtyard. And he explains that to them. As you can see here, as you walk into the living space, you know, you've got your window and you've got your apex, and then you've got your courtyard then here on the left.
Yeah.
And then if you go into the master bedroom, you can also, you'd see your parents riding across the room.
Yeah, no one ever thinks about the realities.
You look through the courtyard.
Yeah.
And I saw Mammy kissing Santa Claus. Huh? I saw Mammy on top of Santa Claus all of a sudden.
So Dermot anyway and Mary got up to talk about what they were doing, and what they're on about doing is, and the funny thing was when they got up to talk about it, Vincent Browne introduced the pair of them. So here we have Mary from Sláinte Care and
5 minutes now, Mary.
And 5 minutes now, Mary, and we have Dermot Bannon from Vodafone.
Yeah, that's it. I'm forgetting all this shit. That was it. From Vodafone.
Because he's on the Vodafone ad.
That's very
I was thinking, Vincent, that's very funny. But Vincent, I can't hear you. That was my problem.
Yeah.
Vincent was sitting a good 3 mile back from the microphone.
Yeah.
It was as if he didn't want to be heard.
And here's what happens when you sit back from a microphone, right?
Yeah.
So,
are we going to do a little example? Let's do a little part of the show like Vincent Browne.
Yeah. So
right.
we're talking now, and the next thing we put our mics.
Well, no, you could be Vincent Browne, and I'll be I'll be Dermot.
So now I'm Vincent Browne.
Yeah. So you talk to me there now.
So now we have Mary from the Housing Department of Ireland, and 5 minutes now, Mary, please, when everybody. And also we have Dermot Bannon from the Vodafone ad. Now 5 minutes now, please. Dermot, please, thank you.
So that was the difference in volume.
No problem at all, Dermot.
Will you pull the mic back in?
So that's what happens when you put a mic too far away from the
Drive me demented, so it was. 'Cause I wanted to hear what Dermot Bannon and Vincent wanted to banter about, you know?
Yeah.
Now, I was considering going up to him as he was sitting at the table in the middle of the first 2 hours.
Yeah, that's the part that I'm baffled you didn't do, because that's what you would do.
That's normally, and you were saying that this is a Darren Brown thing.
Oh, yeah. I was saying that to you yesterday.
Social compliance.
Yeah, so all Darren Brown's experiments, or a lot of them, were based on like people's compliance in the social situation.
Yeah.
So like he has this experiment where he gets 2 actors sit down and fill out a form, and then 1 subject. Mm-hmm. And the 3 of them are filling out a form in the room, and next thing they start pushing smoke underneath the door so that the room next door to them is on fire. The smoke.
Smoke.
Technical term, smoke.
Smoke.
No, smoke.
Smoke.
So anyway, the 2 actors are told, don't
move. Don't make like.
And we'll see if we can make your man compliant that he doesn't want to stand up.
And does a lot of them not actually move?
No, your man didn't do anything. He just sat there and he saw the smoke and he just kept filling out his form.
Mad.
You're just so afraid to stand out.
Well, I was afraid to stand out.
No, that is not Ray.
No.
You don't give a shit
Well,
about
I was very tempted to get up, but then as I thought about it, I thought to myself, well, if there's 2 government ministers up at the top of the room, this randomer from the bottom of the room walking stridently toward the top table might encourage somebody to go, hey!
Hello.
Could you come back?
Settle down.
I might have got tasered or pepper sprayed by the Gardaí who'd be there in cahoots with the ministers.
They're definitely in cahoots.
Oh, yeah, they would be, Be in cahoots. No, that's not the word I was looking for.
Definitely not the word.
No.
In attendance.
Cognito. It's another cog word. Cognito. They'd be incognito.
Oh, they'd be incognito.
Undercover.
Yeah. But so anyway, so you still can't hear Vincent Browne. He's standing 5 foot away from the mic.
At the break, I went up to Vincent. I said, Vincent, I'm fierce fond of you, and I was very much looking forward to seeing you here today, but I can't hear a word you're saying. So would you mind pulling the mic a bit closer into you?
So that's Ray standing out from 200 other people and saying, hey, come on now.
Come on, Vincent, now. You're long enough at this now.
Yeah,
Do you know what the crack is? Are you doing it on purpose?
Yeah.
Do you know? I can hear Dermot Bannon perfectly.
Yeah.
But I can't hear you.
He was on a different podium, Dermy, was he?
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
So to get back from the break.
He was in the courtyard.
To get back from the break, and lo and behold, Vincent Browne had switched to a handheld microphone.
Now.
So he had taken the bit on board.
Yeah.
And that was grand for the first little speech he gave. When he got up the second time, he forgot to turn the microphone on. Because he's 112.
Because he's 112.
Because he's 112, he forgets, Yeah. So,
of course he would.
Yeah, so he forgot.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, Jez, that's the end of it now. But no, lo and behold, he was very good for the remainder of the second half.
Right.
He kept reminding people, will you talk into the microphone and whatnot?
He was telling other people.
Yeah.
He was saying, sorry, no, make sure.
But then it was very funny then, at the end, Vincent Browne then, the way Vincent Browne is great for these things.
Right.
At the very end, he says, I don't know how these 2 government departments, as dysfunctional as they are, can actually pull any of this stuff together. And we were all kind of going, ooh, controversial.
That's what I was. That's the mic drop moment.
It is. That is the mic drop moment.
And like I said, the tug meme comes in where he's wearing the glasses and smoking the spliff as he walks out of the room. But that is Raybo in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to get to know him, he won't sit down and just let it be. Like he has to.
I can't let it happen. And if it's not me that's going to fix it, someone's going to have to fix it.
Yeah, but no one else will fix it.
But you get up and you kind of go, lads, we're not moving on now until someone fixes it.
No, until you fix it.
No, I don't mind. It doesn't have to be me.
No, I think it has to be you.
No, it doesn't have to be me. See, I'm not out for the glory.
Oh, you're all out for the glory.
I'm not out for the glory.
Oh,
sometimes you fix stuff.
Glory, Ray McAndrew.
Glory, glory, Ray McAndrew. Very good.
Yeah.
Come here, because rather than rehashing all of yesterday's stuff, I had one item we didn't get to yesterday.
Go on.
So this is a bit like the lifeboat from yesterday's episode. The one thing that I didn't give you. So, ladies and gentlemen, the next few minutes is going to be a natural reaction from Mark Hendy.
Right.
My lovely girlfriend Emer.
For play tour.
Was away in Dublin.
Yeah.
She got an eyebrow transplant.
What? Wait, no. An eyebrow transplant?
That's what I thought it was. She was going up getting something done with the eyebrows.
She got the fee-brows.
Wait, what are they?
Did she get fee-brows?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. What is it now? What's fee-brows?
So it did.
We're over to our style correspondence.
Yeah,
Kendi.
yet again, I know all this shit.
Yeah.
So Jonathan Fallon, savage guitar player in a wedding band called Hot Fuss.
Who are they now?
Hotfussband.com.
Okay, are they any good?
So the best.
The premier
wedding band. The top.
The number one.
Number one.
Okay.
All of those things.
Right.
So his missus does that stuff. It's fair expensive now.
What is it though?
I haven't a clue. Apparently it's like tattooing someone.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, it's like a tattoo on the feckin'... Like, I mean, come here now. Those stupid big massive brows are going to go out of fashion, Ray. And you're stuck with a tattooed head in you. Tattooed Kendi.
I don't think it is, it's forever.
Semi-permanent tattoos.
It's semi-permanent. I think it lasts 3 to 5 weeks. And in fairness to her...
That's like Apple, by the way. That's like Apple, you know, the computer will only last a year, you know, so you have to go back and buy a new one. They could have made them permanent if they wanted.
Oh, they could have, 100%.
But they make sure that you keep going back.
Well, I'm going to show Kendi now the picture that Emer sent me.
Oh, Jesus. Dolly! Is that what Emer's head looks like now?
No! Thanks be to God. Basically, for those of you at home, folks, it's basically Emer's face and the blackest of black coal eyebrows.
Now that, because Emer's a really good friend of mine, now that I know it was a joke, she looks absolutely ridiculous.
Now, the sadistic bastards up inside... up inside in this eyebrow place do convince the girls to send a snap while they have the dye still on the eyebrows to their respective partners.
Okay. To scare them.
And to say, stunning, love them. And they then tell these girls, apparently 90% of fellas go, you look exactly what your reaction was there. Yeah, as soon as you see the photo going, you look stupid. What have you done to yourself?
Yeah.
I think we might have to break up.
Yeah.
Do you know, it's one of those
I
moments.
would like
yeah. Oh, you wouldn't. Fair. What could you be seeing dead with that?
If Emer was walking around with that every day, man, I wouldn't be talking to her.
I know.
No way.
But apparently then there's 10% of boyfriends that go, oh my God, they're really nice. They really suit you.
I doubt it.
This is following on from you telling me that I have to take control of things, to be honest.
No, you told her there was shit then.
No, I was the 10%.
What?
I rang her up and said, I think they're really nice. They're like when you do them with your makeup. And then she kind of listened to me for a minute and kind of went, are you actually complimenting me on these? I said, well, I'm trying to.
Give me a minute here, don't
yeah,
you?
I'm doing my best here.
Yeah.
And she said, no, that's a joke. And in fairness, she doesn't look like that at all now.
Thank
she
God.
looks lovely now, so she does.
So... Kendi here. I hope you found that really, really funny.
Yeah, it just shows you the predicament we were in.
It's now Monday evening.
It's my Monday evening, and I feel that we have to go at it again.
Yeah.
Awful and very hard, as Paddy Losty could say.
Yeah.
So
we're 4 beers, 2 cups of tea deep.
Yeah,
and
3 days later, and no podcast.
Yeah.
So the best way I always...
We're lost without Anya, that's what's wrong.
That's what it is. Anya, come back. Please come back.
Will you?
Yeah, will you come back?
She's blood in Florida.
Yeah.
Do you know what's a good thing about Florida, actually? You know that rapper fella? His name is Flo Rida.
Hmm?
Yeah. His name is spelled Florida.
Yeah.
I didn't know. It took me ages to get that.
Did that take you a while?
Yeah, I didn't. And also, Will.I.am. Should we just William?
That's just William.
You're just William. That's all it is.
What could you be if we took the mark?
I don't know, actually.
It's the Mayrick. We call you Mayrick.
But you have to, it can't be your name. You have to pick a town and then split it up. Well, actually, someone said that.
What did William do?
Someone sent me on Jordan Drennan sent me on the thing. He said, "Come here, do I have to name a town after you already?" He said, "This podcast is flying because there's a town called Newtown Mount Kennedy."
There is a town called Newtown Mount Kennedy.
Yeah. So fair play to them. It wasn't always called. It was just called Newtown Mount. Until 26 weeks ago.
Them Wicklow lads, huh? Fair play to them.
Is it a Wicklow, is it?
It's in Wicklow, Newtown Mount Kennedy. Yeah.
So
Fine spot. Yeah. Apparently there's a place up in Donegal called Ray.
Is there?
There is. Is there? Town called Ray.
Newtown Mount Raybo?
No, just Ray.
All right, okay.
My sister Joanne was up there in the arse end of Donegal and she visited.
Is there a shrine to you in the middle of it?
There's not, unfortunately.
Doing taxes?
No. Are you ready?
Yeah, go on, hit me.
In the absence of any sort of crack at all,
go on.
I've had to contact a crack dealer that I know in town.
You got onto a crack dealer?
I got onto a girl I know that does crack.
Oh, yeah, it's the same one I use.
Is it?
Yeah, I use that crack dealer.
Mairead Collins.
Oh, no, sorry. Oh, no.
It's a different one.
No.
No, maybe you shouldn't mention your one.
Shit.
Yeah. My one is Mairead Collins. Now, Mairead Collins, I wouldn't call her now on a whim. I call her when I need crack, desperately need crack.
Yeah, like you're not really friends, like.
No. Shut up.
You know, he just when he wants to use her, like.
Yeah. Anyway,
Bill Withers.
I rang her this evening. I said, we need something to exercise the brains.
So she went into the filing cabinet.
So she went into the filing cabinet.
She said, yeah, I think I have something here under, what is it, K and R? Yeah, I got something.
Yeah.
Got something here.
So she sent me on crack.
Right.
Now,
Sav, we're going to have a unreal podcast. Bang it out, man.
Yeah, you ready?
Bang out 2 lines there, man. With you.
No, it's not that kind of crack.
Oh, man, you're messing with my head.
It's a table quiz.
What? She sent on a table quiz.
She sent on the ultimate table quiz.
Hit me.
It's table quiz time on the Kendi and Raybo podcast.
Just so anyone knows, there's no Google here, nothing like that. We're not looking for answers.
No,
Yeah.
and I have no glasses.
There's no.
So this is going to be tricky now. Right.
I'm like Anne Hegarty and I'm a celebrity.
Question 1.
Go on.
And those of you at home as well can throw out the answers to this fair lively.
Yeah.
If you'd like.
No Googles.
Which of these Care Bears is not pink?
Oh, for God's sake. The ultimate table quiz, and you start with which of these Care Bears. I don't know what a Care Bear is.
Did you never watch the Care Bears?
A teddy, like.
Yeah. But there was like a teddy bear cartoon, like.
Oh, I thought they were toys.
No, there were toys. Obviously, they had a spin-off.
What came first, toys or the cartoon? The toys?
I think the cartoon came first.
All right, okay.
Then the toys. But you don't know the Care Bears.
This is. I'm going to have to guess.
Good pass. We just put.
No, I'm going to have to guess.
All right. Okay.
If it's multiple choice, then
Cheer Bear, Secret Bear, Wish Bear, or Hopeful Heart Bear.
Which one is not pink?
Which one of these Care Bears is not pink? Cheer, Sacred Bear. That's kind of a religious connotation there.
Yeah, the Sacred Heart.
The Sacred Heart Bear, the Wish Bear, or the Hopeful Heart Bear. Come on, Kenny.
Can I just make a joke that's not going to be in it?
Yeah, go for it.
The Sacred Heart Bear is the bear that they use in criminal trials against priests where they say, show me on the Sacred Heart Bear where he touched you.
Oh no, that's a pity. I have to cut that out. That's an awful pity. That's very good.
In that case,
we could leave it in. Like, what's the worst that could happen? Like, you know,
Fat if it's good to type you onto us straight away.
That's the kind of crack we need now.
Yup.
Come on now. You see, I told you. It was ultimate crack in this table quiz.
We haven't done one question yet.
Yeah, but that's what I was hoping that the questions, I want to let you kind of deviate a little bit.
Okay,
I want to give you a little Kendi commentary.
Okay, go on anyway. I gotta, okay.
All right,
so,
I mean, first of all, do you want to make a guess at that?
So,
Cheer Bear,
what?
Sacred Heart Bear from the courthouse. Wish Bear, Hopeful Heart Bear.
So the last two definitely are pink because one of them's called Wish Bear, one of them's called Hopeful Heart.
Definitely are pink or not pink?
Yeah, are pink.
Oh, okay.
So I've narrowed it down to 2.
Right.
So what are the other 2 called again?
There's people at home screaming at the podcast there now going, Kendi.
See, I don't have this in writing in front of me, so I have to get the first 2 names again.
Okay, Cheer Bear or Secret Bear?
Maybe that's the one that has to be used at the crime.
Not at all.
How to keep a secret?
It was Wish Bear. Wish Bear is not pink.
Okay, Wish Bear ain't pink.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, you didn't do so good now so far.
Well, no, I don't know anything about Care Bears. The hell?
Right. What were Starburst called before they were rebranded?
They were called Opal Fruits.
Well done, Jaxie.
Yeah.
Oh, you see, let's get their mind working.
I still call them Opal Fruits.
Do you?
Yeah. Like I still call, I won't say Euro.
And what do you call a boost these days?
A boost. Amaro.
Yeah, Amaro.
Yeah. Amaro, yeah.
Yeah.
But there's loads of stuff I want. I'm a very simple man.
What do you call Jif?
Huh? Sif. No, it's Sif now. It was Jif.
Yeah, do you still call it Jif?
Yeah. And I still call it pound.
Oh, pound as in the euro.
That's £40.
Oh, I suppose you do, in fairness to you.
Yeah. I won't say euro.
Mm.
No. I I won't change for no one.
Right, okay. Yeah, I'll give you a wee sporting question.
Lovely. I bet to get this now.
You
after
better
all the
now.
talk out of me,
You better. What year did the legendary cyclist Stephen Roach win the Tour de
Oh,
France?
stop. 1987.
Well done,
Is
Jackson.
it?
Yeah.
I'm a genius. I'm so proud that I actually got that.
What you kind of got it? How will you come out 1987?
No, I was guessing it like I was trying an educated guess again.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I've enjoyed this something for years.
You love quizzes.
Yeah, but then your man went to run it. I ruined it for everyone. What you call him?
Well, I was hoping someone didn't go and run it.
No, Paul Kimmage.
Who?
Paul Kimmage was the bane of everyone's life in the cycling world coming into the early noughties. When he started saying, there's something fucking going on about this. Your man's after cycling 26 miles in 4 minutes. There's something going on. There's something fishy. Paul Kimmage is an Irishman who caught Lance Armstrong.
Go away.
And he was asking for years. Every press conference Lance Armstrong would turn up to, Kimmage would be in the front row with the arms folded, going, I'm going to ask you about it. What are you doing? Huh? You're putting the feckin', you're slapping two engines on the back of that bike or something, by. There's something going on. But he called out Lance Armstrong, and it turns out every one of them were doping. It's just that Lance Armstrong was the guinea pig.
I never heard of this Kimmage fella.
Paul Kimmage, boy.
I must look that up.
He's tough listen to, but he's some journalist now. I have to say, he stuck his neck out.
Right.
He stuck his neck out, and an Irishman, he said, hey, there's something fishy going on here with these bikes. Huh?
These bikes.
He said, they're slapping something, man. They're slapping something on the back of them. Your man's using too much Vaseline on the inside of his thighs. There's something happening.
How far is the Tour de France?
It's about, you have to take a plane. You could get a boat too, if you wanted. Some people do fly, like, you know, but...
Come here, there was great praise on your standing line boat joke from the previous episode.
I love that one.
Oh, that was very good. My sister Marie, God bless her and save her.
Did she enjoyed it?
She enjoyed it. Now, in fairness, there's one thing before we'll interrupt the quiz for this piece of news. You know my sister Marie.
Yeah.
Hello, Marie.
How are we keeping?
Straight out to you there, Marie, now, wherever you're listening to this. Do you know that my sister Joanne, who's living with you at the minute...
Yes.
Do you hear me now, Marie? My sister Joanne, who's living with you in your house at the minute, do you know what she's doing?
Yeah.
Ken, do you know what she's doing?
She's smuggling rubbish home.
She's
to Mayo.
She's smuggling bags of rubbish back home. Do you want to know why she's doing it, Marie? Marie,
because you're going
don't be turning off the podcast on me. Don't be turning off the podcast. Don't be getting worried now. The whole world knows
you're gone too environmentalist.
You're gone too environmentalist.
Yeah,
you're going all Greenpeace on her.
She can't bring anything into the house.
She brought a lovely bag of Dettol wipes into the house.
Yeah,
apparently you can't recycle Dettol wipes.
Yeah, she's sick to the teeth of it now, Marie. If I'm honest,
she is sick to the teeth of it.
You might be saving the planet now. But let me tell you, they're still burning rubbish down in Mayo. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, my outfit is out at a bonfire now, and Joanne's rubbish is burning. Them Dettol wipes are going in the wrong place altogether now.
He's hopping the last £5 of diesel that he got out of the tank down the shop. He's throwing it on top of that fire now.
Yeah.
And they're singing Kumbaya.
Marie, you need to go and buy yourself a normal bin. Do you have a normal bin in your house?
Yes, I've both normal
and recyclable
and compost.
And do you compost?
We do compost.
Compost.
The compost.
Just compost that point.
Yeah, compost that. Oh, good man.
That bit of banana, that's compost that now in fairness, yeah. No, but in fairness, you do the composting and you do the recycling.
I think so, yeah.
And you do the normal bin.
Yeah.
Would you... It's only after I heard the story that Joanne smuggles rubbish home to the mother and father.
Rubbish across the border.
Across the border.
Across the Shannon.
It's only when I heard this story that I realised that the normal bin is kind of... It's the kind of bin that you could be judged for putting stuff in.
Yeah, for sure you can, yeah.
You know, if you put stuff in the normal bin, they're judging you.
Yeah.
It's a very judgmental bin.
Yeah, it is. It is for sure.
What makes you think you can throw that away now?
Yeah, sometimes you'd be afraid that they'd look in and go, there's plastic in that.
Yeah.
That fella in beep numbered house in Rushing Yards is fucking plastic in. And I'd be tortured then on Twitter. Huh? Kenji and Raybo podcast starred in
recycling scandal.
Yeah, in recycling scandal.
But now, in fairness, I'm the whole time picking bits of plastic out of our bin. In the home house there.
No, we're pretty good. We're pretty good here too now.
You're very good.
Like I'd only burn once or twice a week now. I'd burn.
How did you get rid of rubbish back in the day?
No, yeah, because we still lived in the town where you can't burn the town by.
We used to have a range.
Yeah.
And in the range we used to burn everything.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't have a range, you see.
Everything
to get burnt in the range.
Even when there'd be ashes out of the fireplace in the living room, we'd put them in the range.
They're not fully disintegrated now, throw them ashes in.
No. But everything used to go in there. Food scraps, plastic, bits of tyres.
Yeah.
Everything went in the
Ended us all. I'm not ripping them in me jocks. That's throw them in the fire there.
Throw them in the fire, yeah. Everything went into the fire.
Yeah.
And some of the bigger stuff then we'd say for bonfire night.
Yeah.
Like pallets and whatnot.
Can you still do bonfire night?
Oh, jeez, you can.
Can you?
Oh, yeah.
Jeez, we used to have gorgeous bonfire nights in Cashel Park and Castlereagh, let me tell you.
Big ones.
Oh, savage jokes all together.
Would the unionists be proud of you?
Yeah. Oh, they'd be delighted. They used to come down with the sashes and the drums and the whole
The whole lot going, that's a great bonfire down there.
I was saying, get out of A.
Yeah.
To hell out to Connacht Bike.
For a shower of nationalists, I won't lie to them. They know how to do a good bonfire.
Do a good bonfire is right.
So anyway, Marie, you may ease up now on the recycling situation and put in a normal bin. Because I can't be sitting with that smell in Joanne's car anymore.
There we go now. That'll sit nicely.
That'll sit lovely.
Let's continue with the quiz.
Okay. What is the phrase used by twin sisters Tia and Tamara when they decide they have had enough of
Go home, Roger.
Their persistent male neighbour. Well done, Jaxie. Go home, Roger.
What a show that was. That was like when you're a kid watching Sister. Something's happening here now.
As a young fella.
Yeah, as a young fella watching that, you're like, my God, what's happening here now?
You're not wondering why Roger was over all the time.
No wonder you're going over, sure. Huh?
They were very beautiful girls.
Gorgeous. Oh, beautiful, they were tremendous looking young ones.
Yeah.
Keep going, bye.
All right. What is the name of the Teletubbies hoovering device?
Oh, Jesus Christ above. Huh?
I shouldn't ask you that one. That's too hard.
The hoovering device?
Yeah.
I don't know, a Scoopy or something.
No, it was a new.
I doubt it. That's what sure it was, Ray.
It was a new.
New-News are hoovering devices, I guess. Hoovered up Mickey.
Okay, moving on. I'm going to keep going here now. Can you name all three of Will Smith's cousins in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Carlton.
Yeah, well done, yeah.
Hillary.
Yeah.
Ashley.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Come on. Beautiful.
You keep it account
This is good though because Dark tells me I'm shit at quizzes. Dark, he tells me I'm absolutely useless at quizzes. Like, so I think I'm doing well here.
You're very, very well. Let's see. Oh, this is a very good one.
Okay, go on.
Derek Davis used to present a popular afternoon show called Live at 3. Who was his co-host?
I don't even know who Derek Davis is. Never mind his co-host.
That's shocking.
Is it on TV3, no?
No.
Live at 3 with Derek Davis.
Yeah. Ah, come on. Sure, it was only Thelma Mansfield. Do you remember Thelma Mansfield?
No, I don't know any of these
You're
people.
such a millennial.
Shut
The big
I ain't no
snowflake head.
Don't. Hey, stop now.
True or false? Oh, it's a great one. Pitch and Putt is an official community games event.
It sounds daft, but that's probably true.
You think it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I thought that.
It is an official community games event.
That's mental, isn't it?
Did you ever do community games?
Man, I did all the community games.
Did you?
Every single one of them. Now, not the sport, I did the drawing. I used to draw the same thing every year. A fella holding the cup. Every year for the community games drawing. And the handwriting. I used to do the handwriting as well. Geez, the hand would be fucking worn off you, man, doing that.
We did the community games variety.
What's that?
Did we not talk about that before?
Oh, I'm not sure. Ray, I can't remember what was on the last episode.
Oh, okay. I think we talked about variety. In the community games, I participated in the variety competition.
A variety of what, like?
It's basically we put on a little show.
Right.
A little 10-minute drama show.
Oh, you never told me about this.
Have I not?
No, never.
Oh, great. Never. I didn't know that now. Oh, yeah, no, I was, you'd be shocked to know that I wasn't very great in the old sportiness. Yeah. Now, I tried the 100 metres. I told you about that, but the cape.
Didn't work.
So it didn't work out, yeah. Yeah, running the 100 metres with a tracksuit jacket opened, fluttering in the air as my father stood by, disappointed and ashamed. So the sport, I tried the long jump as well, and I couldn't jump very far. So, like, I tried a lot of things. But this, when I realised that there was a variety competition, which was mostly for girls, in fairness.
Right.
A very few fellas actually did this because it was like a 10-minute kind of a music. It's like a mini musical is what they did.
Right.
And in the mini musical, you had to do 10 minutes of a show, and the show should consist of a few musical numbers.
Oh.
Where you do an old song.
Right.
And a few comedy skits.
Right.
Do you know? And a bit of acting.
Right.
And a bit of play acting.
It's hardly the Olympics now. It's not really what I would have pictured for community games.
I know, it's mad now. It's kind of the drama arm of the community games.
But when you hear community games, I always hear that American kind of jingle in the background. Welcome everybody to the 1987 community games.
Yeah.
Live in Mosney.
This was a very yeah, and we got to Mosney.
Yeah, that's the thing, because Mosney was like, you know, like in in Cool Runnings when they land in the Olympic Village.
That's what Mosney was
like. That's what I
Did you get
picture.
to Mosney?
No, I never made it to Mosney, boy.
Oh, jeez, you
Kenty never made it to Mosney. But I'm going to take that out. My own kids now and have them.
Right.
I'm going to get them to Mosney, be they asylum seekers or 100-meter sprinters. They're going to Mosney.
They're going to Mosney.
I'm making sure.
Right.
They're living what I
They're living your
get
dreams.
to live.
Yeah. Fairness. Yeah. That's completely understandable.
And I'll hear that jingle in the background someday.
Well, I got to Mosney.
Come on. You get made it as far as Mosney?
I've made it as far as Mosney.
Did you stay over?
We did, yeah. The weekend.
That must have been tremendous.
That was where I got my first shift.
Yeah. I think you told me that, actually. I think
I might have told you this story.
I don't remember anything about a variety show.
No. Right. So the variety, anyway, we started off. I'm going to get into this now. You go, yeah, I remember it now.
Probably.
Yeah. So the first bit of the variety show was we started off with a song.
Okay.
And it was Hot Stuff by Donna Summer.
Definitely didn't hear that shit before. I want to remember that.
Yeah.
You mean waiting for some hot stuff, baby, this evening. We got some hot stuff. I mean, not very appropriate for how old we.
That is the funny thing about it, because we had there were 15-year-old girls out in skimpy uniforms and outfits dancing
in the 80s in Ireland.
No, it wasn't.
I 70s.
I grew up in the 80s and the 90s. This was in the 90s.
You were growing up in the 90s and you grew up in the 80s.
Yeah, so this was 90s. We're talking 96, 97 type.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So anyway, Hot Stuff.
Yeah.
Girls dancing, girls singing, me. Philip Casty, big shout out to you, Philip, on the guitar.
Yeah.
Seamus Roach on drums.
Right.
Fair play to you, Seamus, if you listen. And my sister Marie on the keyboards.
All right.
And it was great.
Yeah.
We were a fierce little band.
Right.
So in fairness, I was kind of, it wasn't as embarrassing as I make out.
Well, you got to be in the band.
I got to be in the band.
You didn't have to walk out in the skimpy shorts.
No, I didn't. I had to do a couple of the comedy skits. Do you know, I had to participate in them.
Okay.
But other than that, I was kind of all right, you know.
And
then the next song we did then was I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor.
They're all like big power ballads from women.
Oh yeah, we know what we finished off with? The ABBA medley.
Oh, of course you did. Did they do the rip off the skirts?
Yeah, they did. They actually did.
No
way.
Yeah. No way.
Yeah, they ripped off the skirts.
Mental.
And I remember that. And I think some of the boys who were dancing, them and the poor misfortunate boys that were dancing, had to rip off the skirts.
And they had to. I'd say that take off to the side of the stage very quick. I'd say. Huh?
But that was the whole thing. And we had a very, 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 very strong entry.
Yeah.
All the other teams.
So you ripped off the skirts, you had a strong entry.
Yeah.
Well,
didn't see that coming.
So what? Yeah, they didn't see it coming, and then. And then what happened next?
So what happened next? We were disqualified.
Were you actually disqualified?
We were disqualified.
For what?
We were disqualified. We pretty much came in last. We got docked a ball of points.
Right.
And you'll never guess for what.
For what?
For using a synthesizer.
This is now beginning to ring a bell.
Yeah, we've done this before.
Anyway, it doesn't matter because people might. I don't remember it. They mightn't remember this story, so put it in anyway. I seriously don't remember it until you just said synth.
I knew, yeah, because it was poor old Marie that was playing the synthesizer.
Oh yeah, and you couldn't use
Marie, and you couldn't use synthesizer.
Illegal instruments.
Yeah, illegal instruments.
Performance enhancing instruments. That's what it was. A performance enhancing instrument. Was used.
Yeah, that's
so you
what
didn't
it was.
win it.
So we didn't win it. We came 11th.
So who did win it?
Oh, not a clue. Can't remember.
You can't.
Troy was too busy getting me first shift. It was great.
I think you told me her name as well.
Yeah, we wrote letters after that.
Oh, you were pen pals.
Yeah.
That's
well,
so
you're
cute.
back in 1997, so that's all you could do.
Yeah, you didn't have the old Motorola, the Nokia, though.
Not at all. You had nothing, only the landline.
Yeah.
And you couldn't ring. You never experienced the plagues of having a landline.
Man, I know all about having a landline.
Do you?
Yeah.
But did you ever ring a Bjor that you wanted to talk to and run the risk of like a 1 in 6 talking to a row lad? 1 in 6 chance talking to a row lad.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. No, I always, we always had mobile phones by the time I started shifting, Ray.
Go away.
Yeah, I had the mobile phone for the shifting season. But, I remember the landline, and ma'am, she'd try and go as far away from where the landlord was hooked on the wall. She'd close doors behind her. She'd be 3 rooms down with the doors closed and the cord would still be going, you know what I mean?
With a bit of privacy.
Yeah, to get going. Oh, unbelievable. Them cords were indestructible. You could shut Fort Knox doors on that joke and it wouldn't break.
Yeah.
And she'd still try and find more comfort somewhere else then as well.
Back to the quiz. In the ever-gripping TV drama that was Glen Rowe.
Oh.
How did Miley's wife Biddy die? Oh.
Hey.
Yeah?
She was driving her car.
That's right.
She saw her kid's teddy in the passenger floor
Mother of God.
She reaches down to grab it.
Did you watch this last night?
Man, I remember this scene so vividly in my head, and I promise you this, Ray, and this is the truth to anybody out there. I have only ever seen it once, and that was the night that it was aired, and I will never forget it. And I don't know what age I was. What year was that out like? I will never in my life forget that scene.
So what happened?
So she's driving, she sees the teddy in the passenger floor, and she reaches down to pick it up, and when she looks up, she hits a tractor.
Oh yeah,
and she spins over the top of us and tips the car.
That's it.
Yeah,
and
man, I will never in my life forget that.
Was it a tough night for you?
That was huge.
I suppose for
the two biggest soap things because man was lunacy on the soaps, right? But we loved Glenroe. You knew when Glenroe came on, you'd go, I'm after forgetting to do my homework. Because it was every Sunday night, you'd go, oh my God, I'm after forgetting to do my homework.
For me, it was
9:30 every night.
For me, when the Glenroe, you hear the theme tune, you know you'd have to go to bed.
Yeah, well, why you couldn't watch it?
Well, it was bedtime.
Jeez, man, we watched it every night.
Well, I was watching it. You watch it okay, but then obviously when Fidelma started riding Miley
up in the hay bale.
Oh yeah,
I remember this is.
Oh, you remember that really well too, do you?
Oh, the first sex scene I ever saw on TV. That
go away.
It probably was like the first sex scene I ever saw on TV. But just unbelievable. I mean, what a show that was.
What was the name of the Italian soccer player who knocked us out of the World Cup? If you don't get this one,
no, I know it. But
shame shall be put upon you.
I'm trying to get it in my head because I know exactly what it is.
Go on.
But I mean,
don't give you a clue.
Yeah,
it sounds a bit like a toy racetrack.
His name was Mario Hot Wheels.
And his first name
Scalacci was his name.
Yeah, right. And his first name sounds like an African song.
Oh yeah, Toto Scalacci. No, it's not Toto Scalacci. It's Toto.
Scalacci,
Scalacci anyway. Yeah.
Well done.
Yep. Not Toto Hot Wheels.
Oh, a really good one. When is Bosco's birthday?
Shit, man. How the hell am I supposed to know? Whenever he pops out of his box? I don't know. Like, wasn't he a Jack in the Box? No.
It's a really easy one, this one. It's the 25th of August, obviously.
Oh, that's so easy. How did I not get that? What kind of shit, Ray? Who wrote these questions? Ray Collins, you're a lunatic.
What a Frankenstein of an episode this has been this week.
That episode has been thrown together from little snippets from the last 2 days.
Because we lost the first one.
Yeah. You heard a little bit from yesterday.
You heard a little bit from today, which is Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be giving out, lads.
No, we're doing our best.
Let you enjoy us or not enjoy us.
We've no shout outs because we did them all on Saturday and we've forgotten them.
I can't remember even what we did, yeah. All right. Anyway, look. Fair play to us. Fair play to me, Ray.
Fair play to me as well. Good luck.
Hey, good luck.